Hello and welcome, beautiful souls, to another episode of Pamtastic on Purpose, where messy is the new perfect. Tonight I am doing something fun, a little lighter. I have my husband Erik with me tonight, and we are going to just keep it kind of fun and playful tonight. I don't know if we're going to get too deep. Sometimes that happens even if we don't intend to, but my intention is to keep it fun and playful. It's basically going to be a relationship game night, podcast style. So Erik is here with me. Erik, say hi.
Hi. I
What?
don't know what I'm getting into, but hello.
Oh, great. That's perfect. That makes it even more fun. So, with that being said, we're just going to jump right into things.
Sweet.
So we're gonna start it with round one. This is gonna be. So I don't know if this is gonna work because we're just audio. I'm supposed to do some rapid fire questions, but so I'll ask the questions and you answer them. Can you answer them honestly, Erik?
I don't know, maybe.
100% honest. Yes.
Sure.
You
Yeah,
have to speak so they can hear you, Erik.
Well, they can't see me nodding my head.
No, they can't see you nodding your head.
Yes.
Okay. Round one, rapid fire questions. You ready?
I don't know if I'll be able to keep up, but I'm ready.
Oh my gosh. Ready? Set, go. Who's more dramatic?
You.
Who apologizes first?
You.
Who eats the last snack in the house?
The kids.
Who takes longer getting ready?
Depends on the day, but you mostly.
Yeah. Who would survive longer in a zombie apocalypse?
Probably you.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I mean, I think at one point the trigger will flip and you'll be like, and then it'll be like, I'll probably get bit like accidentally somehow, and you'll like have to cut my head off or
Oh
something.
my gosh.
You know?
Okay. Oh my goodness. Who's the better driver?
Well, you're a good driver, but I
Oh my
drive
gosh.
more.
Be honest.
Me,
Yes.
but I drive more.
Who forgets things more?
Me.
Who's more romantic?
Um, me.
Why did you hesitate?
Well, because I was like, well, because you have,
Because I'm romantic too.
yeah.
But you are. I would say you're probably the more romantic one. It depends. It really kind of depends on what area we're speaking about romance.
Right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Who spends more money?
You.
Who's always right?
You. I can't even say that without laughing.
Oh, okay. That was
But
fun.
no, usually,
That's funny that
that's,
you picked that I would apologize first because I would have picked that you apologize first.
I think it's probably 50-50, we usually both.
I think it just depends on who was wrong.
Right? Yeah, usually
Really,
usually we come to
who
terms
actually owns their shit, and that's who apologizes. Whoever was actually in the
and I'll say, I
wrong,
mean,
I suppose.
of all the people I know, I've never really met anybody that like Pam that really says, "Hey, I biffed, my bad. That was my bad.
I own my messy, right? So, all right, cool. That was fun. I like that. Okay, so that was the rapid fire. What do I got next? I don't know. It's a mess because we keep it messy around here.
Cool.
Okay, I'm just gonna go into some questions that I like that I have here. What is? I don't know. What do I want to do? What is something that I've taught you without meaning to?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've learned a lot of different things from you and different
Okay, well, you just got to
ways.
pick one.
Yeah, but it's like, what do you mean without meaning to? I mean,
Like one thing that I've taught you that I wasn't necessarily trying to teach you.
Oh, well. I'm perfect, so it's tough, I
Oh,
can't
yes,
say, this is
exactly.
a
I
tough
mean,
one. This is.
it's very hard.
I just can't. I mean, a lot. I mean, really, how to stick up for myself, how to um, be more honest about whatever, um, about everything, really, in general.
Okay. I feel satisfied with that answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you want me to go on and on? You know, I like to do that.
Okay.
I mean, we could go.
Well,
We
we're not
got
talking about you, though.
how much time we got? You know.
Right. Um, what do you think my purpose or gift is in this lifetime?
Well, I mean, really, to teach, be an example, I guess, like to shine, you know, maybe even call in the
To activate,
right, yeah,
maybe?
to activate, right, yeah, that's a good word for it, right, to call in to get the people to come to
Oh,
activate,
jeez.
to get people's, to open their, intuition up in their minds. And
Words are hard, y'all. They're
words are
hard.
tough, man. I mean, I
So,
like hand gestures and nodding. That's my my deal.
okay. I want to answer this too. I want to answer this for you. Like, I feel like Eric's purpose or gift in this lifetime, he really is here to represent how to really unconditionally love self, find love of self, be able to have firm, I don't know, just firm love for him, for yourself. Like, he is the pure example of how to really love himself, even with all of his, perceived insecurities and things that he has, not to like talk about your whatever, like, or, put you out there, but even
I
with his
know,
own
because
perceived flaws and
I've been keeping a lot of
insecurities,
secrets on these
at
podcasts.
the end of the day, Eric really knows how to love himself first, unless it's in the dynamic of his close relationship of a partner. That's different. Like, then that's where his challenge comes in, to forget to love himself first. But in the dynamic of everybody else in the world, he's really good at showing people how to love themselves and how to be love. And it's no coincidence that in human design he is literally the cross of the vessel of love. So he's really good at that, and I think that whenever anybody who's in his presence picks up on that, and also, it's kind of contagious in his energy. So I just wanted to share that. Okay.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. It's true though. When did you first realize that I was a lot?
That's a trick question.
No, it's not.
You're not a lot, babe.
Good answer though. But no, that's
I mean, you're not a lot for me all the time.
that's not the question.
uh,
When did you first realize in
er,
our relationship that
no.
I was a lot?
Uh, I mean,
Day one.
I would say I probably knew from the moment we met, but I ignore those things sometimes
Because
I don't give a shit.
because you're a lot too.
Yeah, of course. I can't have some like
And where I'm a lot,
I
you're
can't be
and
hanging
where
out
I'm a
with people
lot,
that are
you
like
could stand to
pushovers,
be a little more. And
Well,
where
yeah, you're right.
I'm not enough,
Well,
you could
that's
show
that
me how
balance.
to be a little
Yeah,
more.
that's that balance, It's that, you know. Yeah, I show you how to
Right?
use your ego. You show me how to turn mine down a little bit.
be more feeler instead of,
Uh-huh.
you know. Let's see. What else we got here? Okay, hold on. I had some good ones over here. Sorry. Everything's a mess, because we keep it
That's
messy.
right. We got
Keep
a
it
couple
messy.
pieces of paper over there. There's a chalkboard with some like thumbtacks on it and stuff. And there's a one of those picture boards that putting everything together
Totally.
with the string.
You're
And
such a storyteller.
it's like a USA map, and we're trying to map out where the potential listeners are. Or well, it's actually a world map, and it's
You see how he can just ramble on? And like, hopefully people don't be like, okay, I'm over this.
This is what you don't leave me with silence too long. When you're looking for stuff, I feel like
Yeah.
I don't want it to be quiet.
Right.
For everybody.
Right.
And they might go, oh, is this over with?
All right, I have a good one. All right. What is one of the funniest moments that you can tell the viewers or our listeners about in a fight that we've had? What? Like there's so many you can't think of. You can't think, or
No,
there's not enough. Like you
it's
can't think
just
of
like-
anything.
It's like between the shower curtain and the chicken wings.
And what else? There's like a main one that sticks out in my head.
And the lawn mowing. That's my
Tell
favorite.
Tell about the lawnmower.
The lawn mowing one is really my favorite. I think.
What happened when what?
I don't know why that didn't just come right to the top, because it's fucking hilarious.
So
anyway.
what happened?
We
got in an argument about.
Yeah, we got in an argument because
probably about food.
No, it was about
money.
No, he wanted me to hang out inside and not go mow the lawn, and I only had like that day to mow the lawn. It was gonna rain or whatever.
Okay.
And probably, food might have been part of the problem.
I was probably hangry or something.
So anyway, we're, getting it on, blah, 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 going back and forth or whatever. And finally I go outside and I just start mowing the lawn, and all of a sudden Pam comes out the side porch door there. And she looks back. I look up at the porch and she's giving me the middle finger.
Like I knew he couldn't hear me, but I wasn't done being mad at him and wanted to still kind of bitch at him. So it's all I had, and I was just so mad. So like when he turned around with the mower, I just gave him the finger as if like, I think he even laughed at me in the moment.
I was start cracking up laughing. I almost let go of the lever that turns the mower off.
Oh, well, we do really silly things when we're in our emotions, and it's all about whether they're still gonna love us or not, right? That's the full spectrum of Pam.
I mean, it's not all rainbows and lollipops. There's some hard times. You gotta dig in the dirt sometimes.
Mm-hmm. What's a messy moment that actually made us stronger? Speaking of digging in the dirt.
Every one of them.
I know, right? It's hard to pinpoint.
It is.
I feel like we've always taken every hardship or challenge we've ever had, and we really utilize it to grow and embody the lessons.
Yeah.
But
just moving to Vegas and
I
back,
do feel like as far as messy goes, probably the chicken wing story was pretty messy.
It was like a great shot too, though. It just came lobbing, like the whole container just comes lobbing over the fence, actually it was like over the hood of the car. I was like,
oh my gosh.
And
no, it wasn't.
So it was like
anyway,
it had to fly a little bit.
Arguing.
It was flying chickens.
It was after a gig. We did a karaoke gig. It was 2 weeks before our wedding. We were super stressed out. I don't even remember what the argument was about. And he was like running, like trying to get away from me. And I had chicken wings in my hand. He said something, and I don't know. I just lost it, and I threw the chicken wings at him.
I'm sure I provoked pretty hardcore. definitely pushing buttons.
I actually like just meant to throw them like his way, but they ended up going like at him.
But they didn't like hit me. It was like it landed like right in front of me on like my foot, right? And it was like a new pair of shoes,
Oh
white
yeah, they
shoes,
were
of
white
course.
shoes. I felt so
And
bad
it
the
like
next day.
it splattered up, and got on whatever, But other
So
than that, it was like this amazing lob of chicken wings flying through the air that just landed perfect.
so what did we learn from that
Oh,
experience?
we're dumbasses.
No.
No.
We just, I
No.
feel like what my biggest takeaway from that night and that moment is just like nothing is ever really worth that much of a fight. Like nothing when it gets to the point where like you can't talk to each other, walking away probably really is the best thing in the moment, but my abandonment wounds got the best of me. And my fear of him leaving me because both of our messes were showing, but
Right.
I could only see my own,
Right.
and I
And the whole
was
thing started
you know
over my jealousy that I was actually in denial that I was even a jealous kind of guy.
which we actually did not even
I
remember.
discovered that
We didn't even he
this
didn't even
year.
remember
Shit.
that until this like
Yeah.
recently in some other things that we were going through.
Mm-hmm.
That memory came up.
Yeah.
I wasn't even aware that that's how this fight started because I had forgotten what the fight was about, and
Right.
he had to remind me.
Me too. I basically forgot until it flashed. When I asked about it, I asked why. These questions of okay, in the history of our whole relationship, okay, all these bad moments, why? And when you ask and then you shut up and listen.
Instead of listening to calculate and then come up with a comeback and be right.
Right, and you just like when you ask, like I mean, like when you ask source and you just
Oh, oh,
and you
oh.
just be
I'm
quiet
sorry. I didn't
and you
finish.
get in a quiet place and you like whatever in the woods or
Right.
the bathtub with your head under the water with your face out, whatever, and you really listen, it will show you every moment, and it'll suck, but it'll show you every moment, and from there you can mend it and you know go on. Just talking about that, I'm losing my whole entire train of thought as far as what we're even talking about.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get back on track. Keep it fun, keep it
But
light.
anyway,
What is one thing that has taught you specifically because of our relationship? One thing that love has taught you, I'm sorry, because of our relationship.
well, forgiveness and forgiveness of myself,
I was hoping you were going to say that.
and forget like all around, really, that's the biggest thing. And when you can do that, and no matter the outcome, and don't think like, oh, forgiveness, and that means you have to go on, like if you're in some kind of abusive relationship or whatever, you have to go on with some kind of abuse over the forgiveness. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying like forgiveness of non-extreme things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, forgiveness for sure. I think for me, as far as, one thing that love has taught me specifically in regards to our relationship is how to love myself. Um, your relentless love for me and your commitment to the entirety of our relationship has really helped me be able to find the love, the unconditional love in myself that I don't feel I would have found at the level I have without your reflection, without you being the person in my life that has shown me unconditional love. I don't know that I could have found my own. And I tell that to a lot of people because, you know, I talk about this a lot, and uh, if I sound like a broken record and you've heard me say it before, it's because I really believe that it is possible to love somebody else even if you don't fully unconditionally love yourself, because I've done it. And if it wasn't for Erik's unconditional love for himself and me, I don't know that I could have found it within myself. Um, of course, maybe yes, I'll believe that I could have, would have, and it would have probably taken me a lot longer. So I'm just very grateful as far as love in our relationship for his constants. You know, uh, he's just he's very very persistent in his love, and he's relentless in the best ways. And if it wasn't for him being that way, I don't know if I do know, but anyway, okay. Getting off.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
You make me cry over here.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make you cry. All right, let's end it playful. I had something, and of course I can't find it, so maybe no mistakes, right? Like it's not supposed to be, not supposed to read it. I don't know. I had something I really wanted to end with, but it's not here. So let's just wrap it up. Final wrap up. Erik, you want to ask me any questions? Do you want to put me on the spot? Maybe some of the questions we've already asked, or any that you can think of.
You always answer the questions with me, so
Okay, let's tell the audience, listeners. Actually, listeners, I would love if you could comment one thing that you appreciate about your partner. I really, really love reading the comments, and if there's anything that came up for you, or like one of the things I wanted to when we were talking about the fight, or the funniest part about the fight, one thing I would love for you just drop something in the comments about a funny moment that you've had in a ridiculous argument. I love hearing these things and getting to know you as well along this journey if you're here with us. Okay, one thing, let's see. Erik, let's tell him. If there's one thing we've learned together as a couple, it really is that messy is the new perfect.
Yeah.
Especially in marriage.
Yeah.
There's no right way except your way.
Right. And in all honesty, it kind of has to be messy, because you have to be honest about everything about yourself, So, and
having
we're
person,
people, we're messy.
Well, yeah, and having a person that's in your life every day for every moment of, and you have children and all, everything that you share about yourself with another person is definitely going to mirror back to you things that you might not like. It might look like it's the other person that you might not like, but it's not. It's not. It's just the other person reflecting in you what you still don't like and haven't integrated in yourself. Does that mean like we wake up every day and everything's joyous and we're like, oh, I love you so much? No. Yeah. Fuck no.
But we're honest about, hey, I don't want to hug right now, or
right. We've learned boundaries. We've learned how to be honest and say when we need space. Like, right. That's so important, and neither one of us knew how to do that. But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's no.
But yeah, it's just saying, hey, listen, like, here's what I hold back with because I'm afraid, because da 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 da. And generally, when we're afraid, that we think we're afraid about someone else, we think that the fear really is about them.
Right.
And it really never is. It's always about us and our stories that we're carrying, and things that we believe inside of us that are coming out as fear in our partner, right, because they're our most direct reflection in our life. So
Yeah. And you have a lot of stuff you got from all over the place,
If
past
you watch
relationships
a
and
movie or a show and you like these rom-coms and like they're so cute and it's like they lived happily ever after and everything was great and it's like, yeah, everything is great because that's what they highlight in the movie and show. They don't that's not real life. Real
yeah,
life is not everything is great. And if that's what you really think a relationship is, you're in for a rude awakening
right,
because there is no such thing as everything is great all the time. It's not. It's great all the time because you choose to make it that way by utilizing the shit and the challenging moments to grow and get
right,
better and evolve and learn,
exactly.
and
And
embody the lessons.
right, and like when there's an outside problem, we also, even if we are conflicted about it, we unify to go, at the problem and solve the problem. So you have to be unified when it's necessary, and you have to have space when that's necessary.
Like Eric and I recently had some. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I just want to kind of elaborate on what he's saying. So we were recently faced with some challenges that were, we didn't necessarily. It sucked that we even had to deal with it, but we did. And in our heightened emotions, specifically me, I'm owning my own shit here. Like I projected all over him and took out my anger and past experiences in our relationship that had zero to do with what was going on. I took them out on him because I was scared in the moment. I was nervous. All of the things were coming up where as a mom, it's like moments before it wasn't. It was, but it is. It was like an hour or two before, like we had to go deal with something that we didn't.
Yeah, that
I
was
didn't really want to deal with, but I knew we
right.
had to, and we had our moment. And luckily for me, he just knows kind of how to navigate that now, where he doesn't take it personally and blow up and react and mirror me in those moments. Instead, he has his shit too. Like, yeah, he'll have a moment
Mm-hmm.
and he'll blow up, like, but he realizes what's going on. He realizes, this is what was happening. This has to come out before I get in that room. Like I have to have a place to kind of put this energy sometimes right before, because time starts coming and then it's like, okay, my body is like, this needs to come up and out before you step in that room, because when you step in that room you're gonna have to be in your power. So I didn't mean to project on him, and also there was nowhere else to put it. And so we did it, and him too. He had stuff that needed to come up and out as well.
Absolutely.
So we did that, and then we look at each other and we're like, "I'm sorry. It is what it is. Let's drop that. We had our moment. Okay, we're good now, and we're good. You know. But if we don't allow those moments to happen, what happens is we suppress, and then it comes out later over something really stupid.
Right. Like
Over something stupid, and then
right.
you're flipping him off
You're
when
out
he's
of
going to mow the lawn.
right. You're out of shaky cheese for the spaghetti. Something really stupid. The salsa's gone. You're like, oh shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you for being here so much. If you want more episodes with Eric, I would love for you to comment a star in the comments. Just let us know. Let us know anything. Anything you'd like to hear about, us to talk about. We love the feedback. So, thank you again. We love you. Stay messy, stay purposeful, stay present, and we'll see you soon.